So I'm going live once again because I need to say something. I know that people will treat you like you're a bunch of heartbreak. But when you show them vulnerability, your heart they will take. Imagine this. I'll put it in demonstration. Imagine when you meet someone, you're like a whole piece of paper. And then they fold this in. And then they fold this in. Oh, look. Look what you are now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're an septagon. Is that what it is? I think it is. 5 sides. Okay, they fold this end, and then they fold this in. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're an octagon. Because they just unfolded you. Okay? Now once they realize all your 4 corners are folded, what if they do this? And now all of you is in their hand. You see? There's only pieces of you left sticking out. What if they push the rest of it out? You're going to be my wife. You're going to be everything I say you are. You can't be with this person. You can't. Oh, where are you? There's a crack in the ceiling. You're not going to be. Thank you very much for confirmation. Yes, I am. I'm going to be somebody's something. I don't care if it wasn't the person that said I'm not going to be. I don't have to be nothing for you. I can be nothing for you, but I'm going to be something to someone else. And trust me, I'd rather be top shelf wine, top shelf liquor, top shelf anything to be on somebody's bottom of their library bookshelf. And they have so many options that they can't see the Shakespeare right in front of them. The sonata. The canon in D. Those are orchestra pieces, by the way. I can't be somebody's last choice no more. I dated, I think it was God's heaven sent, because I was so blinded, so delusioned. My first true love, and I had like a whole bunch come before them. It wasn't even like that. Don't get it ever twisted. But the person I chose to be my forever just was like in and out, couldn't do anything. And I promise you, sometimes it wasn't even that clever. It was just my low self-esteem that it kind of accepted it. But she was a gangster. I mean, she taught me how to defend myself. That was God's lesson. Sometimes some people are just there to teach you a lesson. My second significant love, and I have 5 of them. Seven. So my second significant love, she called herself an angel, a Christian, but she did the most damage that anyone ever could. Because she wanted everything she saw. But the love I was trying to give. And then my mother and father, my adopted ones, I learned that they used me until they didn't need me. My biological parents, as I met like some umpteenth later years within the same relationship, because at some point in time I did have 2 families, but it's a lot of people to please. And then I had a wife, and she had a family too, and a big one. So that's a lot of people to please. So I never had nothing, even though everybody wanted my energy. So when I lost, when they lost me, it became this big old fight. She let me telling all these stories. Mom and dad treat me like shit, and then I can't tell you what I did for them. It's kind of embarrassing, like how just open I was to what they were talking about. It's where I had nothing. If I spent $1 on myself, it would just be something I had to share with somebody else. Somebody that wouldn't buy me a gift for my birthday. But I show up every holiday, even Christmas and Valentine's. Wake up at 5. I really did. I woke up at 5 in the morning on Valentine's Day for 13 years. Went to Walmart because I wanted to surprise that person. I said, I'm not going to let you do without. The person didn't even say, I'll get you next year or even take me out. They looked at me like, thank you. I met another person after I just decided to delete that from my life. Person was so impatient. I couldn't wait for this deletion, for that to begin. So instead of being patient with me, they decided to use that against me to do whatever they willed. 9/29. Did that change my heart? It didn't. But it made me learn something after I stopped being so involved in it. I'm worth loving. I don't need you to buy me nothing. I don't need you to stand by my side. And I'm not even talking about a Christian, I'm talking about a pastor's daughter. I don't need you to do it. I never did. Who the fuck says 365 times 3 needing something from you, and you call me with every problem, every question, change my tire, go get my shit fixed, don't pay my bill. I never need you until you left me out in the cold. After I got you to where you are, remember? I took you to the apartment building that you got and waited for my resources to come up after you stole them all. Just to leave me out in the rain and the cold sleeping in my car. Remember? Telling me I'm giving you chances. You ain't giving me shit. And you got all the money in the world. And at any point in time, you could have helped me out. Where did it go? How the hell you got a whole bunch of money in your bank account and I'm having to spend every ounce of me? Time, money, and my goals. That's not love. This stuff coming from a place of hurt. Even though, come to think about it, it's fucked up. This is coming from how I became to where I am and the lessons. I still went back. I don't think I left that person for another year. I don't think it was me leaving. After she lost everything, her apartment and everything, even her car, I still supported her. She came and stayed in and out of my house until she committed the ultimate crime. They just left me saying, oh, even if I said I want you back, you so prideful and arrogant to think I was the one wrong. 1313. I was the one wrong for the things that I did. The only reason why it went wrong was because the things that you were doing. Why did my friends have to bring you home? My friends. Hey, man. Yo, bro. I found your girl in a bar and she's about to go home with a stranger. And we picked her up and this was at, 2 a.m? They didn't even bring you home till 6. The fuck were you doing? The fuck did you say to them? He got mad. I caught you talking to your ex-wife before you even called me ever did. I mean, your ex-boyfriend. You gonna call me saying, I went into everything and everybody, and I can't find somebody that just does it like you. manipulation. A lot of this, yes, 1515 stems from hurt. Let me tell you something. If you eat a pile of jalapenos and you try to poop it out and your booty don't hurt, how the hell are you gonna learn not to eat the jalapenos like that? Why don't you just try one jalapeno? And I'll probably still hurt your ass crack. But it's not as bad as 15. I don't put my hands on people like that. I will put my hands 1606 on somebody that is trying to hurt me physically. Argument deserves an argument. A fight that you started by putting your hands on me, not knowing. Look, babe. The longest relationship I ever had was with some G's. Gangsters. Legit. These are people that'll fight you if they're on the wrong drugs. Start shit. And you didn't do nothing but sit there. And then I went to a Christian and you knocked me in my face 5 times, 10 times before I did anything. Before I knocked your ass out in the middle of the street. 10 times. 10. That's the number of completion. 5 was the number of change. 7 was when I told you about it. If you hit me one more time, that means you did it 3 extra times before I said I'm done. I'm about to knock your ass out. You want to see where I'm coming from? This is where I was born, raised. I changed my life and tried to move on from that. Because you said you was a Christian, a high priestess, a goddess, and all of that. No, you're exactly what people made you feel. Cloud chasing. They wouldn't make me feel like that. 1818. I shook their hand because I wanted to know them. Because I wanted to grow somewhere. I wanted to try something, the 1833, different than who I had been. I wanted difference. When I left my wife, I wanted something different because I didn't want to 1855. I didn't want to live like that. It taught me something how to defend myself. But I didn't want to live in it. In defense, 1909. I think it was God's blessing is teaching me that don't live in weakness, 1990. Because then how are you supposed to balance your masculine and your feminine? If you let everything that goes on in your life feel like defeat, 1944. No, I changed that intentionally, 1955. Everybody think it was for someone else. Fuck that. Fuck to 2002, fuck someone else. I changed that for me. I changed that so I could live comfortably within myself without no one else. 2020. Everybody say don't make music, make work. 2033. Who am I working for? I guess that's what makes you you, and what makes me me is 'cause I don't want to work for somebody. I want to work with someone. 2102. And if somebody can't work with me, be gone. It sucks to say, and regardless of the thoughts I may think, and regardless of what comes out in tarot, and regardless of all these other things, if you can't work with me, who am I? 2133. I am I. You're not here. I still have to say, my name is. This is what I like. This is what I find fun. And this is what I like to do. Then I get to share this 2202 conversation. So what do you like? What do you find fun? And then at some point in time, can we meet in the middle? Not argue your side so you can get your fucking way 2222 all the time. Goodness, how fucking selfish is that? And somebody always trying to step over their line, step on your side of the fence. It's just, and then you step over your line and step over somebody else's line. You step over your line to step into somebody else's line to step on their side of the fence. That's the cycle that I am breaking. I don't have to be anything for you, 2255, that I'm not for myself. That's treason. I can call yourself a goddess or a king or a queen or hierophant. If you're not willing to do for yourself what you're willing to give, period. 2323. Period. And what you're willing to give, you should, 2322, also expect, 2333, also expect from yourself. And that's nobody give you the master key to their motherfucking house, 2355. If it's their house, it don't belong to you. It doesn't. You have to earn somebody's key to their heart. If you don't earn it and do the right things by the person, the good people in this world that's giving it to you, then you create your own justice. Right now, I have to deal with a few people's their own shit. Right now, I have to deal with my own shit. But it's been the greatest and most enlightening experience to do it. Do 444 on the clock. It's the grow up. It shouldn't have let me grow up. once you did that, and I'm sorry. It took a long time to understand myself, but once you let me grow up, you don't have to glow up to get in here. The key to my soul, my heart, my feelings, 25, because you haven't seen the bullshit of the world I've seen. I'm attractive, I'm kind, I'm gentle, and people try to still take advantage of my beautiful 25, and to my beautiful, kind nature, and I have to look at them and say, nah, bitch. Not me, not again. I'm not sending you naked pictures so you can send me dollars. That makes me a prostitute. Bitch, have you lost your mind? You know what? Get the fuck off my line. I saw you on the internet. Well, keep looking on the internet for me. You may have been on this dating site that I remember. Bitch, I don't be on dating sites, you lying hoe. And if I am on a dating site, it ain't gonna cost me nothing enough to talk to you. I talk to women. Have you lost your ever loving? If you don't get your catfishing ass on, if you did hear a word of my voice, I don't want to throw up right now. Just thinking about all the shit people pull out. Just to jack off in their bed. They pull off a whole bunch of BS. That's how people get stolen. Lying to their damn self. Letting freaks in their front door. And I don't give a damn if it's stolen in person or stolen on the internet. Your personality is stolen. Your self gets stolen. Know yourself. Love yourself first. That's how it happens and people get stolen. I steal your heart. I steal your mind. I steal your body. I steal yourself and sell you to like some third world country. You're a sex slave in somebody's bed. They don't know well, your family wondering 28, where the fuck you are. I don't care. No. I don't know you. And I know I never gave you this number because this number is exclusive, which means not even my doctor have it. I use it for something else. The only reason I have the number because I have to have a line to have internet. So why the fuck do you have it? Unless you're somebody I know in disguise. If you come in a whole disguise, then look, here's your mask. I ain't fucking with it. Tell yourself. If I come with some fuckboy shit, she's not gonna fuck with me. And I ain't doing it. And when I have somebody, my next wife to be, 29, they're gonna come honestly. Period. That means if you have a gel or a whole long rap sheet, like my last, and I'm not talking about my ex, but I'm talking about the last person I talked to. If you have a whole long ass rap sheet, and you tell me all of it in bits and pieces, that you have a whole ass long rap sheet. Okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna go in. I have to talk to you at a later date. Oh, I have to pay this and pay that. That means you ain't going to be able to provide for the things you're trying to create. Like let's say you try to create a baby in me. Then okay, who's going to take care of it if you have this and that to do? And you have come with a whole bunch of excuses. Even though I don't need you to do it. I really want somebody that wants to create something they're willing to provide to. Not just because I have a child, I have to provide for you as well. Come live in my house. Sit on the video games, watch porn all day, but ignore the fuck that I'm there. And you sitting over here showing me how many females you have on the phone, and then I talk to a couple of them. I don't mind it. It's not the point. There was no love there, or no passion. It was just, but you took a one night stand. Oh, it wasn't in my house. Even I, my loves, even I need affection sometimes. I thought that was clear though. Then you'll come back to me, explain your situation, tell me how you about to lose your house and everybody in it. Oh, my name is Bennett. I ain't in it. Sorry you're going through that. Be strong, stay strong, love you so much. I only wish you all of God's blessing. You feel me? Catholic-like. I only wish you all of God's blessing. I'll pray for you. I'll meditate for you like your life, Buddhist style. And even do yoga in your name. But I will not let you break down the building I built around myself. Wait, let me rewind this. 32. I will not let you break down what I've spent so many years trying to build. Unless you got something to come with better than I went to the job fair. I didn't apply for nothing. I don't know if I'm going to get it. You know if you applied. There's no job that I've ever applied for that I haven't gotten in some way, shape, or form. And especially with all these temp services around here. You don't want to hustle 3303. You don't want to hustle in the way I'm willing to for myself. Which means I'll hustle for myself and you do everything to drag me down to your level of nothingness. 3322. I'm about to do that again. So yeah, it's not that I'm not available. It's just that 3344, I have a cap on what I'm willing to do. For somebody that ain't willing to change their life. 3355. You have to change your own life. You change your life. Come in as the person that you've decided to be. Because that's exactly what I'm going to see. And if it's fucked up, I'm going to leave that shit alone. Because I have enough fucked up in me to say, I learned what I have had to learn. And I've learned some lessons. And I've learned how to stay blessed and be in blessings. And I learned to say thank you, God, Source, Universe, for everything, good, bad, ugly, or whatever I had to learn to get to where I'm going, 3443. I'm grateful to them. I moved from being a rose. I moved to being a rose from being the rose stem, if that makes any sense. I moved to being a rose from being a rose stem. This spiny, every which way, it hurts if you touch it. I'm not gonna hurt you if you touch me. I really am gonna show you the real 35 of who you are and who you can be. It's what's innate within me. I can't change that. But if you are exactly who you are, I'm not being judgmental. Because everybody has goddamn problems. But you know what? Exactly what I feel. Everybody has a goddamn problems, and everything's going to be okay at the end is exactly what got me here. Hope. But you could be. Not listening to my red flags and my intuition. Not telling myself you could do better, not believing, not stopping to say, just don't do it. And just stop letting people use you for your love and beauty, your abilities. Use yourself. 33, 36, 36. Take your abilities and place it within self and do things that you can utilize them for that makes you money, love, time, devotion. The more time you put in yourself is the more everything you have for everything else. But it doesn't mean that everybody deserves it. So step up to judgment. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm hiccuping so much. I know it's probably because I'm chilling right now, but step up to judgment because, you know what, God, you can't run from it. I just yawned again. You can't run from judgment. Only thing you can run from is yourself. No one blinks your eyes for you. Hi, how are you, sweet love? I appreciate you coming. Can I get a like on my... I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody. You just can't run from judgment. That's all I gotta say. And only thing you can be is uniquely yourself. You can't run from it. Judgment says you are going to be you. And every time you step outside yourself, here comes the tower card. Are you a knight or a page or a queen or an empress? Or are you the Hierophant? Will you be willing to go within to be the Hermit and do the 7 of Pentacles and work on yourself? Are you just looking at these cards, wishing that it come out in your favor? Are you listening to them and saying, they're not talking about someone else and when they're coming back, they're talking about you and how to get over your heartbreak? Because if they fucked up in the first place, why would you want them back? And if you fucked up in the first place, you need to hermit yourself. Hermit yourself if you fucked up, hermit themselves if they fucked up, and work on you. Take a time out from everybody's demands because somebody's always going to want something. There's always going to be hands. And a pair of lips will say anything to get in your blood, your body, your energy, your pens. So what are you willing to do for yourself? As man, woman, outside jobs, that'll be anything, anybody that can use you. I had somebody tell me, and all they needed was somebody to wipe down computers. That's all you need. I can do that. It's 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock, which means it's beyond business hours to anywhere else. Sometimes 7 to 7. So you're working 12-hour days. I can't take off a day to go to the fucking doctor, and your ass is trying to tell me you don't want me back. Bitch, please, I am willing to not come back. Because if I ever get sick, sore, hurt, throw up, if I ever have my period, if I ever have something going on with me, I don't have no leniency to not show up at your job. Your job? Job. Which means, have you ever been on Indeed? Have you ever been on any other website? There's about 1 billion of you looking for someone. And you're trying to take my energy. And I do the best job. I do 6 or 7 boxes of people's one. And I wipe them down for the children. And I do a lot of things to help others. That's my destiny. At the same time, have you ever asked yourself what you're doing to make people question why they shouldn't be there? And then you go so far as to tell me it's not permanent. This is temporary. You're a temp job, no job security, and you want me to slave myself, wake up 7 in the morning, and then go home at 7 at night, and then I'm so tired I can't do anything because I've been feeding my energy not only to you but the people I work with. Not that it wasn't easy, it really was. But I like what I do now better. Are you going to choose to love yourself? Or are you going to love everyone else? It's not that you can't find another job. Because jobs are everywhere. It's just a matter of fact. What are you going to do to love yourself? Angels or demons? You can feed your demons. I can't. I live in lack. What is that? The 3 of Pentacles? The devil? I live in lack. I don't trust God to help me. I don't know God to show me my enemies. I don't trust him when he shows me and then believe it. 4404. That's why you have to go through things like this, tarot and all that. It's because you don't trust God to believe it. And he really does, 4422, have your back. If they're gone, there's a reason for that. There's a reason that they're gone. There's a reason for that. Nothing that leaves your life, if it doesn't 4444 come back, it's not meant to be. What is that saying? If you let it go, and it doesn't come back, then let it free. It's not meant for you. But if you let it go and it does come back, then it's meant for you. But don't use that in like some dumb shit where a guy cheated and they do come back and then they cheat again and come back and cheat. Because you know what? That is treason against self. Look up the word treason. If I'm not correct, treason means to go against the hierarchy. You went against the king. That is treason. I'm going to hang you or stone you to death or chop off your neck with what is that thing called? The thing when you put your neck in the hole. I know the word, but I can't think of it right now. I'm chop off your own goddamn head. This is Ace of Wands, the Hierophant. I'm done with this. Love yourself first. Good versus evil. And the good in you should just come out and let it be there. And if somebody sat there and tried to take advantage of it, raise one eyebrow like this. Wait. Raise one eyebrow in your mind and just be like, that's when you question the red flags. You see that face? That's questioning the red flags. And then ask more questions. If the answers don't come out in like a clear, honest way, and shut that shit off. This is Ace of Wands, the Hierophant. No more, no more. We love ourselves first.